And I mentioned in the overview that we have both icon type menus and the classic menu. In this demonstration, I'll be alternating. I'll be moving back and forth between both of them to show you an example of each. In your system, you may have everything set up just in an icon-based menu or in the classic. It's pretty much up to you. So what I want to do, the first thing I want to do is I've got a new asset that I want to create that we haven't put in the system previously. So I'm going to go in and create this new asset type. And if it had a part number that you wanted to record, you could do that, but it's not required. And the asset we're going to put in is a Dell laptop. And we'll identify it as an asset. Mentioned in the overview video, if you saw that, that oftentimes we'll show you screens that have a lot of fields on it, just to give you an idea of some of the different data that can be collected. However, when it comes time to implementing and configuring your system, if there's only 4 fields on this screen that you care about, then that's what your screen will be configured to. I'm going to put in a unit measure of eaches. And let's see if there's anything else. I'll go in and put the kind of tag we're going to use, and there could be, many different kinds of asset tags here to select from. I just picked one. If we had details, there's a notes area here. If you had an image or a picture that you wanted to put in, you could do that. But I'm just going to create. So what I've done is created the asset, the Dell laptop, and now what I want to do is we're going to go out and buy some, and I want to create the tags for the quantity of Dell computers that we're going to buy. So I'll go down here, create contents. Got many different forms. I'm just going to use this one as an example, and I'll pick the Dell laptop that we just added in the system. Put in the date that we bought them, and if we're going to buy them and bring them into a central location, which you might do when you're buying a large quantity, we'll say we're going to bring these into the Auburn Hills area, and we're going to put an asset tag on every single individual laptop that we buy. And in this case, let's say we're going to buy 250 Dell computers. So one of the reasons excuse me, for using this format is that you'll see it's very quick to generate all the asset tags for this quantity of 250 Dell laptops. Okay, just that fast it's created them, and it's also moved them into the location in Auburn Hills. I'm going to go back to example of tracking those assets. So I'm going to look in my Michigan warehouses, and what it brought up are all of the different locations that are part of that Michigan warehouse, and I see that the Auburn Hills area I don't have in this group, so we'll go look for it. What I'm going to do is a search. I'm going to search for that part, and that part we put in was 999, a Dell laptop. I want to go find where they are. So there they all are. They're in the Auburn Hills area, and there's the 250 laptops with their serial numbers, tag numbers that were generated. On the bottom you see we have a total of 250. So let's go back the Michigan warehouses, because I didn't spend any time here. This shows me the different warehouses that are part of the Michigan group, shows me the different assets and where they are, and shows the quantity that you have. If you look down at the map, it shows you the numbers of the locations where these assets are located. There are many different ways that you can find and inquire on your assets. I'm going to go in right now and we'll do a check my inventory. Once again, I'll pick my Michigan group, and you see it brings up all the different locations that are part of the Michigan group. I'm going to select all of them, and I want to generate an inventory report. I have the detail now of all the serial numbers, what the asset name is, what the quantity is, and where they're located. If I want to look at this in a summary fashion, I can say summarize by asset or part by location, and this gives me an abbreviated listing. So here I see I've got my test assets in 3 different locations, quantities of 1, 2, and 3. Down at the bottom, my TVs I have in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locations, and over on the right it tells me what those locations are. With these reports, we can print them, or up in the ribbon menu, if you wish, you can export them out to Excel. If we go back to the detail, do the same thing, where I can print it, and or if I want to dump all of my assets out into Excel, I can do that. So a couple of other things that I'll mention that are on this asset icon menu. I showed you how to assign the tags in MAS when we created the asset tags for the Dell computer. I can also do it individually, so that I can take an asset, click on the icon, and assign a particular item a particular asset tag. Or I can use my scanner and scan a tag and then scan the asset that I'm going to attach it to. So depending on if you're doing onesie-twosies or if you're doing large quantities, the method that you use for assigning tags might be different.